Hello everyone. Let us begin our next chapter that is Indigo, written by Louis Fischer. Okay, students, before studying this chapter, let me make you what an indigo means. What is indigo? Indigo is actually a name of a crop. Okay, here on the right side of the screen you can see a picture and image of indigo plant. Okay, clear? Students, indigo is called नील in हिंदी. हिंदी में इसको नील बोलते हैं. Okay, so this chapter is all about the movement that Gandhi ran against the Britishers to bring justice for all the indigo planters. Okay, clear? Students, we shall talk it about later, but before that, let me tell you the process of making indigo नील बनाने की जो process है. Let me tell you so. And it is not the part of this chapter. It is just an additional effort that I want to make you understand better. Okay, so let's see. First of all, the indigo plant is harvested, then a mixture means then these things are boiled in a vessel like this. Okay, then this process is done, okay, to get the indigo, the needle out. Okay, and this is the final substance, the blue colored substance, which is quite costly and quite important for us to keep the shining of the whites. Okay, clear? This is indigo beta. Okay, so let us try to get the introduction to the author and of the chapter, and then we will go through this chapter line by line. Okay, let us read about the author. Louis Fisher was born in 1896 in Philadelphia in USA. He served as a volunteer in the British Army between 1918 to 1920. Okay, Fisher made a career as a journalist and wrote for the New York Times, the Saturday Reviews, for European and Asian publications. He was also a member of the faculty at Princeton University. Okay, students, the chapter you are going to study has been taken from his book The Life of Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, the best book ever written on Gandhi's life. Okay, clear? So let's try to know something about the chapter. The story is based on the interview taken by Louis Fisher uh, to of Mahatma Gandhi. In order to write on him, he had visited him in 1942 at his ashram Sevagram, where he was told about the Indigo movement started by Gandhiji. The story revolves around the struggle of Gandhi and other prominent leaders in order to safeguard sharecroppers from the atrocities of landlords. Students, here this British author pays a glowing tribute to Gandhi. This chapter recalls the days when British planters were harassing the Indian farmers. Okay, in Champaran, Bihar, they forced the farmers to grow indigo and deliver all of it to them as land rent. Okay, the Germans blew the whistle and ended the monopoly of the British planters. They developed artificial indigo, a raw material for making colors. Okay, the synthetic indigo being cheap, the indigo plantation became meaningless. Okay, the planters demanded huge amount of uh, the release of the land. Okay, the Champaran farmers resented it. Okay, one Rajkumar Shukla persuaded once Rajkumar Shukla, one of the peasants, okay, persuaded Gandhiji to visit Champaran. Gandhi persuaded a host of lawyers to fight against the injustice to Champaran farmers. Gandhi's disobedience was successful. Okay, the white landlords, means the British landlords, agreed to pay 25% refund of the amount, and they left the country. Okay, it was a great achievement. It marked the beginning of freedom struggle. Okay, Gandhi's mantra was to overcome fear and fight non-violently for one's is for one's rights. Okay, clear? So this is all about the introduction. Okay, and next I will read the lines and their English translation. Even if uh, I feel that something must be explained in Hindi, I would use that also. Okay, let us go through the chapter. The first paragraph. When I first visited Gandhi in 1942 at his ashram in Sevagram in central India, he said, I will tell you how it happened that I decided to urge the departure of the British. It was 1917. Okay, students, here you have seen a phrase. Let me take the brush for you so that I can write it. Here, this is the first phrase of which meaning you need to know. Okay, to urge the departure of the British. Urge means to request. Okay, clear? And here it recommend that the British leave India quickly. Students, the author explains his first interaction, meeting, or interview with Mahatma Gandhi. He says he first met Gandhi in 1942 at his ashram, which was in Sevagram. Okay, it was located in central India. Gandhi said that he would tell him about his struggle against the British, which first took place in the year 1917. Okay. Uh, Gandhi was answering a question of the narrator that how uh, did he get the idea of running such a movement, such a successful movement like Quit India movement. Then Gandhi told he got the idea from the struggle he did with the Britishers in Champaran. Okay, and it was 1917. In 1917 की बात है, उसने अर्ज किया था, अर्ज the departure of the British. Okay, clear? He said he had gone to the December 1916 annual convention of the Indian National Congress Party in Lucknow. There, there were 2,301 delegates and many visitors. During the proceedings, uh, Gandhi recounted a peasant came up to me like any other peasants in India, poor and emaciated, and said, I am Rajkumar Shukla, I am from Champaran, and I want you to come to my district. Gandhi had never heard of the place. It was in the foothills of the towering Himalayas near the kingdom of Nepal. Students, these are the meanings of difficult words: convention, agreement, or you can say conference, delegates, representatives, okay, peasant, small farmer, okay, one who is not the owner of land, okay, One who is just like a tenant is called peasant. Okay, emaciated means thin, very poor, very weak. Okay, clear, or crushed you can say. Clear. So he says, अब यहाँ पे इसकी इंग्लिश ट्रांसलेशन देखिए. He says that in the month of December in the year 1916, Mahatma Gandhi went to attend the annual meeting of Indian National Congress at Lucknow. There were about 2,301 representatives. Okay, uh, इतने सारे लोग आए हुए थे and visitors. Gandhi recalled a small farmer named Rajkumar Shukla came to him, who was quite poor, thin, and very weak. He requested Gandhi to visit Champaran, a place uh, in the foothills of Himalayas, okay, of the Himalayan range, clear, Himalayan mountain range, near the kingdom of Nepal. Under an ancient arrangement, the Champaran peasants were sharecroppers. Rajkumar Shukla was one of them. He was illiterate but resolute. Gandhi here called him resolute. Resolute means a person who is determined. Resolute means determined. Okay, कौन determined. जो कोई determined होता है, okay, उसको बोलते हैं resolute. जिद्दी, stubborn. So, okay, under an ancient arrangement, the Champaran peasants were sharecroppers. Rajkumar Shukla was one of them. He was illiterate but resolute. He had come to the Congress session to complain about the injustice of the landlord system in Bihar. And somebody had probably said, speak to Gandhi. तो देखते हैं वो क्या कहता है. Sharecroppers, a tenant farmer who gives a part of each crop as rent. Okay, resolute means determined. Okay, so अब देखते हैं इस पैरे की एक्सप्लेनेशन. ओके, क्लियर. He told Gandhi, means Rajkumar Shukla told Gandhi that he was a sharecropper. Sharecropper is a farmer who gives a part of the crops as rent to the owner of that piece of land he cultivates. जिसको बोलता है ना, जिसमें कल्टिवेशन करता है, उसके पार्ट पे इस तरह की परमिशन के लिए ही pay rent to the owner of the land. Okay, clear. He told him that because of an old agreement, many of the peasants in Champaran were sharecroppers. Sharecroppers means they have to share a part of the crop as rent. Okay, he had come to meet Gandhi on someone's suggestion. किसी ने कहा कि वे speak to Gandhi to get the problem sorted out. प्रॉब्लम को सॉर्ट कराना है तो गांधी जी से मिलो. ओके, एंड was determined to find a solution for the sharecroppers who were facing hardship due to this agreement. Okay, he sought Gandhi's help. इस अग्रीमेंट की वजह से जो गांधी उसको जो प्रॉब्लम होती है ना लोगों को, उसके लिए सॉल्यूशन के लिए वो गांधी जी के पास आया था. तो एंड ओके, एंड ही डिमांडेड गांधीज हेल्प. ओके, गांधी टोल्ड शुक्ला he had an appointment in Kanpur and was committed to go other parts of India. Shukla accompanied him everywhere. Okay, then Gandhi returned to the ashram near Ahmedabad. Okay, Shukla followed him to the ashram. For weeks he never left Gandhi's side. Okay, and then one day he begged, fix a date. Okay, committed means dedicated, accompanied means होता है go somewhere with someone as a companion or escort, किसी के साथ जाना. कानपुर, the British name for the city now known as Kanpur. Okay, clear. After hearing his problem, Gandhi told him that he had to visit Kanpur and some other parts of India due to prior engagements. Okay, उसके पहले से busy है. Gandhi told him that he had a hectic schedule. He had to go so many places in India and okay and meet people. Okay, Shukla went with him everywhere. After this, Gandhi returned to his ashram. Okay, near Ahmedabad. Shukla was always there with him for several weeks. He did not leave Gandhi's side until he fixed a date. Okay, to visit Champaran. आखिर डेट मनवा के डेट पूछ के ही माना. Impressed by the sharecropper's tenacity, the and story, Gandhi said, I have to be in Calcutta on such a such date. Come and meet me and take me from there. Okay. Or on the right hand side, it is the image of Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Okay, the first president of Free India and even the president of Congress party as well. Okay, clear? So impressed by his tenacity. Tenacity means persistence. What do you mean by tenacity? Tenacity means persistence. When you have persistence to follow a thing. Okay, clear? ओके, सो लगन, कार्यशीलता जो होती है उसको बोलते हैं. तो इम्प्रेस्ड बाय हिज परसिस्टेंस, बाय द परसिस्टेंस ऑफ राजकुमार शुक्ला. ओके, Gandhi finally asked him to come on such a such date. Okay, and meet him there in Calcutta, and then he asked him to take from there to चंपारण. बोलो वहाँ आ जाना और वहाँ से मुझे चंपारण लेके जाना. ओके, months passed, कई महीने बीत गए. Okay, Shukla was sitting on his haunches. Okay, uh, at the appointed spot in Calcutta. Okay, uh, when Gandhi arrived, he waited till Gandhi was free. Okay, when Gandhi reached on the on reached in Calcutta, reached Calcutta. Okay, he found Shukla was sitting on his haunches. Okay, you know what haunches means? Haunches means the hip and buttock and upper thigh in human. Ukdu बैठना. Okay, so he was sitting on his haunches on the appointed spot. Okay, and he waited till Gandhi was free, and then the two of them boarded a train from the city of Patna. Okay, for the city of Patna in Bihar. There Shukla led him to the house of a lawyer named Rajendra Prasad. Okay, he is Rajendra Prasad. Okay, clear? Who later became the president of Indian uh, of the Congress Party of India. Okay, clear? And of India. Rajendra Prasad was out of town, but the servants knew Shukla as a poor yeoman. You know what yeoman means? Yeoman means farmer. Okay, who pestered. Pestered means troubled their master to help the indigo sharecroppers. So they let him stay on the ground with his companion Gandhi, whom they took to be another peasant. Okay, clear? But Gandhi was not permitted to draw water from the well, lest some drops from his bucket pollute the entire source. How did they know that he was not an untouchable? Clear? Okay. As Gandhi was impressed, इसका English translation देख लीजिए पहले. As Gandhi was impressed with the determination of the peasant, okay, he said that he would be visiting Calcutta after a few months, and that Shukla should meet him there. Okay, on the day that had been fixed, Shukla was eagerly waiting for Gandhi. When Gandhi got free, they both took a train to Patna. Then they went to the house of the lawyer Rajendra Prasad, who later became the president of India. When they reached there, he was not at home, but the servants allowed both of them to stay at the grounds. Okay, because they knew Shukla. Okay, they all knew him because uh, Shukla used to assist, or you can say used to pester, not assist, pester, used to trouble. Okay, used to trouble their master in helping indigo sharecroppers. Okay, ताकि वो मदद करें उनकी. They did not allow Gandhi to draw water from the bucket, as well as they took him to be an untouchable, and did not want to pollute the entire water source. Means, you know, Gandhi was quite simple in his gestures, okay, and clothing. Okay, due to that simplicity, he was mistakenly considered a poor peasants like Rajkumar Shukla. Okay, that was why Gandhi was considered to be an untouchable and he was not allowed to draw water from the well. पानी में भी नहीं निकालने दिया कुएं में से पीने के लिए. ठीक है, क्यों? क्योंकि some drops from his bucket will would pollute the entire source as they thought. वो सोचते थे नौकर कि ये एक अनटचेबल होगा, अछूत होगा, जिसके बकेट से अगर पानी गिर जाएगा इस पूरे कुएं में तो गंदा हो जाएगा, वो पोल्यूटेड हो जाएगा पानी. ओके, क्लियर? Gandhi then decided to go to Muzaffarpur, which was en route means uh, on the way to, okay, which was en route to Champaran to obtain a more complete information about conditions that Shukla was capable of imparting. He accordingly sent a telegram to Professor J.B. Kriplani of the Arts College in Muzaffarpur, whom he had seen at Tagore's Shantiniketan school. The train arrived at midnight, 15 April 1917. Okay, Kriplani was waiting at the station with a large body of students. Okay, Gandhi stayed there for 2 days in the home of Professor Malkani, a teacher in government school. Okay, en route means on the way. Okay, imparting means giving or passing on. Okay, clear? So as Shukla was not able to provide Gandhi with adequate information. Therefore, he decided to go to Muzaffarpur, which was on the way to Champaran to obtain a complete information. Okay, ज़्यादा मतलब जितनी information शुक्ला नहीं दे पाया था वो information collect करने के लिए okay, he decided to go to Muzaffarpur first to obtain more concrete, complete information. Okay, he sent a telegram to Professor J.B. Kriplani. Okay, who was a teacher at the King's College, Muzaffarpur. Okay, Gandhi had seen him at Tagore's Shantiniketan school. Okay, clear? Gandhi took a train to Muzaffarpur that arrived at midnight. Okay, on 15th April 1947, Professor Kriplani was already waiting there with his students. Okay, Gandhi stayed there at Muzaffarpur for 2 days at Professor Malkani's home. Okay, who was a teacher in government school. तो प्रोफेसर मलकानी के घर पे रुके थे जो कि गवर्नमेंट स्कूल का एक टीचर थे. ओके, it was an extraordinary thing in those days, Gandhi commented, for a government professor to harbor a man like me. In smaller localities, the, the Indians were afraid to show sympathy for advocates of home rule. Okay, clear? The news of Gandhi's advent and of the nature of his mission spread quickly through Muzaffarpur and to Champaran. Sharecroppers from Champaran began arriving on foot and by conveyance, okay, to see their champion. Muzaffarpur lawyers called on Gandhi to brief him. Okay, they frequently represented peasants group in court. Okay, they told him about their cases and reported the size of their fee. Okay, students, here are the meanings. Extraordinary means exceptional, remarkable. Harbor means here entertain or you can say give shelter. Okay, sympathy means support, pity. Advocate means protect or supporter. Okay, advent means arrival, conveyance means transportation. According to Gandhi, it was a remarkable thing that a government professor was entertaining him because in those days people in small localities, जो छोटे छोटे जगह के जो लोग थे ना स्मॉल लोकेलिटीज़ के, वर अफ्रेड ऑफ सपोर्टिंग दोज हु सपोर्टेड होम रूल, जो स्वशासन का सपोर्ट करते थे उनको सपोर्ट नहीं करते थे लोग डर के मारे. द न्यूज़ ऑफ गांधीज अराइवल एंड द पर्पज ऑफ हिज मिशन स्प्रेड थ्रू मुजफ्फरपुर लाइक वाइल्ड फायर. जंगल की आग की तरह फैल गया थ्रू मुजफ्फरपुर एंड चंपारण वेरी फास्ट. ओके, शेयर क्रॉपर्स started to visit him. Okay, Muzaffarpur lawyers informed Gandhi about the whole situation, okay, as they represented various peasants in the court. जो lawyers जो थे, that told Gandhi about the whole situation, okay, and they also explained to him about their cases and the fees they charged them, okay. Gandhi chided the lawyers. You know what chided means? Chided means scolded. गांधी scolded. गांधी ने डांट मारी किसको? द लॉयर्स फॉर कलेक्टिंग बिग फी फ्रॉम द शेयर क्रॉपर्स. ओके, शेयर क्रॉपर से पैसे लेने के लिए उन्होंने डांट मारी उसको. ही सेड, आई हैव कम टू द कंक्लूजन दैट वी शुड स्टॉप गोइंग टू द लॉ कोर्ट्स, टेकिंग सच केसेस टू द कोर्ट्स डज लिटिल गुड. जहाँ पे ऐसे जगहों पर, ऐसे कोर्ट्स में हमें ना वो नहीं जाना चाहिए, अपने इन केसेस को इन कोर्ट्स में ले जाना चाहिए जहाँ पर पीजेंट्स का भला बहुत कम होता हो, जिनको वहाँ पे जस्टिस कम मिलता हो. ओके, वेयर द पीजेंट्स आर सो क्रश्ड एंड फियर स्ट्राइकन द लॉ कोर्ट्स आर यूजलेस. जहाँ पर है ना पीजेंट्स जो हैं इतने कुचले हुए और इतने डरे सहमे हैं कि ये इन लॉ कोर्ट्स में, इन कानून की जो अदालतें हैं, ये सब बेकार हैं उनके लिए. द रियल रिलीफ फॉर देम इज़ टू बी फ्री फ्रॉम फियर एंड नाउ इट इज़ गांधीज मैक्सिम. गांधी सेड कि द रियल रिलीफ फॉर देम इज़ टू बी फ्री फ्रॉम फियर ऑफ ब्रिटिशर्स, कि अंग्रेजों का डर उनके मन से हटेगा तो यही रियल फ्रीडम होगी. ओके, क्लियर. Most of okay, most of the arable land in the Champaran district, next para hai ye, was divided into large estates owned by Englishmen, worked by Indian tenants. Okay, okay, clear. And next lines, we will read next lines from the textbook. Okay. तो ऑल द आरेबल लैंड, थोड़ा लाइन पीछे करते हैं. मोस्ट ऑफ द आरेबल लैंड इन द चंपारण डिस्ट्रिक्ट was divided into large estates, okay, into large estates owned by Englishmen and worked by Indian tenants. Okay, clear. The chief commercial crop was indigo. Okay, the landlord compelled all tenants to plant 3/20 or 15% of their holdings with indigo and surrender the entire indigo harvest as rent. This was done by a long-term contract. So students, here in these lines, the writer described the long-term contract of indigo sharecropping. Okay, uh, you know, all the land, all the arable land, the land that is arable means fit for cultivation. तो द लैंड दैट इज़ फिट फॉर कल्टीवेशन, जो जोत के लायक जो भूमि थी, ओके, दे वर डिवाइडेड इनटू बिग एस्टेट्स. उनको अलग अलग एस्टेट्स में पार्ट कर रखा था. ओन्ड बाय इंग्लिश मैन, इंग्लिश लैंडलॉर्ड्स, एंड वर्कड बाय इंडियन टीनेंट्स. और इंडियन पीजेंट्स जो थे ना, दे वर्कड ऑन सच लैंड्स. ओके, क्लियर. एंड they all had to plant 15% of their holding with indigo. जो भी खेत उनके पास था उनमें 50% of their holding they had to plant indigo, and then they have to harvest it and then surrender it. They have to surrender it as rent to where? To the British landlords. उन ब्रिटिशर्स के पास इनको ये चीज़ एज अ रेंट डिपॉजिट करवानी पड़ती थी. Okay, clear. And this was done in a long term contract. Okay, presently the landlord learned that Germany had developed synthetic indigo, thereupon obtained agreement from the sharecroppers to pay them compensation for being released from 15% arrangement. Okay, and then they somehow got to know that Germany had developed synthetic indigo. Synthetic means man made. Okay, clear. तो when Germany developed synthetic indigo, okay, so they were quite cunning in their in the fulfillment of their ambitions, okay, and they demanded compensation money for being released from the 15% arrangement from the पीजेंट्स पीजेंट से उन्होंने कहा कि भाई तुम्हें है ना हम इस अग्रीमेंट से अलग कर देंगे, इस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को से रिलीज कर देंगे इफ़ दे पे देम मनी कंपनसेशन मनी इंस्टेड ऑफ द इंडिगो हार्वेस्ट की बजाय उनको पैसे दे दिए हैं तो दे विल बी फ्री. The sharecropping arrangement was irksome to the peasants, and many signed willingly. Those who resisted engaged lawyers. The landlord hired thugs. Meanwhile, the information about synthetic indigo reached the illiterate peasants who had signed, and they wanted their money back. Okay, or students, indigo sharecropping system. This system was quite irksome for the peasants. Okay, irksome means annoying and irritating. So many of them willingly signed the documents, okay, and they gave uh, the compensation money. Meanwhile, when they got to know about synthetic indigo and the steep fall in the demand of natural indigo, okay, they demanded their money back. Okay, clear? And case were filed against Britishers. Okay, the Britishers hired thugs. Okay, and they hired their advocates. Okay, at this point गांधी arrived in चंपारण, और इस पॉइंट पे गांधी आते हैं चंपारण में. ओके, क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? This is all from my end in this video. We will continue with the reading of this session of this lesson in the next videos as well. Okay, clear? Till then, try to write answers of these questions. Okay, and these one. Okay, clear? Thank you very much for watching this video. Okay, stay healthy and fit. Okay.